Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So without any hesitation, let's get started. I hope you guys all watch my 2.1 video which got 3 parts. I'll put the video link on top. Remember to watch it before you watch this if you don't understand whatever I say next. So let's get started. I'm quite excited, I don't know why, but yeah, I hope you're being motivated also. Let's do it. Okay guys. Form 4 chapter 2 quadratic function, I'm still doing this chapter, okay, I'm doing 2.2, and this particular 2.2 don't have part 1, part 2, part 3 because it's just one video, because it's quite small thing, okay. So, I'm doing type of roots of quadratic equation. In my part 2 video, I taught you guys roots, this word roots. Do you guys still remember roots represent what? It represents x. So, type of roots of quadratic equation, right? So, roots is actually x. So what type of roots do they have? So some student will tell me, teacher, pretty answer, ugly answer. I remember in the part 1 video, I taught you guys about that. But actually in this particular part, the type of roots, the meaning of this type is actually not type, okay, to be honest. I think they should write number of roots. Because the type of roots is very depends on how many number of x you have. Do you understand what I say? Never mind. Let me give you example before I teach whatever I want to teach, okay? So guys, let's look at these 3 equation. These 3 equation is what? Quadratic equation. You guys already learned it throughout this whole chapter. So first one, look at the most left side one. Do you guys realize that this quadratic equation, because this is a perfect general form, you guys already can see 1, 0, 1x squared, and 1x, isn't it perfect general form? So what is my a? Do you guys remember? X squared in front is your a. So nothing there, your a is 1. What's your b in front of x? That is your b. In front of x, don't include the x. Your c, the one that don't have x is your c. Isn't it? This is your a, b, c. So do you guys still remember in your part 1 video, whenever you guys have a, b, c, how do you guys get the x answer, which is the root answer? You guys will press calculator, right? I hope you guys all pressing as well. Mode, 1 right side 2. Your A, 1. Your B, 5. Your C, -6. Must press negative, it make a huge difference. For a calculator, isn't it your first answer 1? Isn't it my second answer -6? So you guys all know that the answer quite pretty, right? Write backwards, put 2 bracket, +1 right back -1, -6 right back +6. Done. Quite easy, right? Let's go to the second one, the middle one. Again, do this look like general form? Yes. That's exactly 1, 0, 1x squared, and 1x. The one in front of x squared is your a. Nothing there, please write 1, yeah? So a is -1. Negative important, So your b, isn't it 10? Because in front of your x is your b. Then the one without x is your c. So let's again press calculator. Your a, -1. Your b is 10. Your c is -25. For a calculator, what is your first answer, guys? 5. What's your second answer? Please don't tell me -1. I hope you guys pressing yourself, okay? Please try to press yourself, okay? So don't tell me the second answer is -1. Look carefully the calculator. Supposing when we press calculator, right, it should be A, B, C, X1, X2. But when you press for this one, do you guys realize it's A, B, C, and then X? They don't have X1, X2. They only have X. So when they only have X, my dear, so do you have the second answer? No, you only have one answer. Some students, they will tell me, teacher, can my second answer 0? Please respect 0, guys. If the answer got 0, you press calculator, you can definitely see 0, because 0 after all is still a number, right? But if you don't see a 0, that means no, they don't have 0 as the second answer. The answer only have these 5. So that means you only have one answer. It's very normal they only have one answer, okay? So if they only have one answer, how do I write backwards? I hope you guys know, okay? No matter one answer, two answer, you still need to write 2 bracket. Two answer just now, 2 bracket, right? One answer, actually 2 bracket also. Because if only 1 bracket, you couldn't get back the original general form. So that means you still need to have 2 bracket. Then, what should I write inside the 2 bracket? So based on what you guys learn, you guys all know, if the answer is 5, right back will be x minus 5, correct? Then how about the second bracket? If you have 2 answer, the 2 bracket will be different. If you have 1 answer, the 2 bracket will be the same. So that means the first one, you guys write x minus 5. Actually, the second one also, you guys can write x minus 5. And when both brackets same, right, you can actually write one bracket with a square. Isn't it quite smart in that way? So my dear, this is exactly how you write if you only have one answer. Let's look at the third one. There's 1 0, there's 1x squared, there's 1x. What's my A? 5. Press yourself, ah. What's your B? 4. What's your C? 6. Let's press. Hey, from my calculator, what's my first answer? A lot of you guys will tell me, teacher, negative 2 over 5. Guys, look carefully. Is the negative 2 over 5 the answer? No. You know why no? Look, this is your calculator. I'm using Casio 500, FX 570 and X, this version of calculator. Majority people are using this. So this is your calculator, right? Look like that now, okay? Can you see this right top there? Please look carefully. Do you guys see a symbol like that? There's another very common calculator that students using, the silver color one. If not mistaken, it's on the right corner here. You guys will see this symbol. Please, guys, every single time in your calculator, if you guys can see this symbol at the side, please don't copy the answer down. You know why no or not, my dear? Because whenever you guys can see this symbol, okay, that means actually the answer is a imaginary answer. Imaginary answer, that means, is that a real answer? No, that's like a fake answer, okay, my dear? So fake answer, that means, is that the answer? No. So if that is not the answer, what is the answer? The answer is no answer. So my dear, no answer, please don't tell me you write that down, okay? So if no answer, what will you write? You can write X is undefined. So no answer, that means X is undefined. On top, do you need to put bracket? No, it's just X is undefined. So after these 3 examples, do you guys realize? So when we talk about roots, okay, when we talk about type of roots, just now I already told you, type of roots means number of roots, like how many X you have, right? So do you guys realize this one have 2X, this one have 1X, this one have no X. This exactly tell you that type of roots got 3 types. So now let's come back up. So type of roots actually got 3 types. So based on what I told you just now, what I showed you just now, first type of roots, we call it 2 real and different roots. Isn't it based on my first example just now? It does look like 2 real and different roots because you have 2 answers and both answer different. So put in word, that's what we call it. Then the middle one, just now got how many answers? 1 answer. This one called 1 real root. And the right side one, isn't it? You guys couldn't get any answer. We call it no real roots. Correct? So guys, there's exactly 3 types of roots that you will learn whenever they say type of roots. Okay? Then using what to define like which type they are, they actually will use b squared minus 4ac to define. Do you understand? Never mind, try to listen to me first. So whenever you guys have 2 answers, right? Actually, you guys will use b squared minus 4ac more than 0. Then if you only have 1 answer, you guys will use b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Make a guess if you have no answer there. Very good. Not sure whether you answer me or not, but yeah, I will just imagine, my dear. I will imagine you're a good student, my dear. So suddenly b squared minus 4ac is smaller than 0. Bigger equals smaller, correct, my dear? So later on, those questions they won't tell you using what formula, but they will have the keyword. So if they later on, if you see 2 real and distinct root, isn't it different roots? Isn't it you guys will straight away think about this? So if they say no real roots, isn't it you will think about the formula, correct? But the keyword they will use, it's not just this, okay? They have like different kind of keyword. I'll write all for you, okay, my dear? I'll write every keyword that I see during my past 13 years of teaching MX, okay? So 2 real and different roots, we can also call it 2 real and distinct roots. It also means that you have 2 answers, 2 different answers, correct? Other than like that, what else can they say? Or maybe they can say x1 and x2 not the same. So x means what? Roots, right? So x1 not equals to x2. That means these 2x, that means these 2 roots, is not the same. Not the same, isn't it? That means 2 real and different roots. Because not the same, that means not equal. Not equal, that means different lah. So isn't it x1 not equals to x2? Actually same meaning as the first one. That's why all under here. Okay, my dear, please don't always expect they must say 2 real and different roots. They can use other way to tell you they are different, okay? How about the middle one? 1 real root. 1 real roots, they can also say 2. You must be thinking, teacher, why 2 you put here? Because they will say 2 real and equal roots. So why 2 real and equal roots I put in the middle? Guys, because 2 real and equal roots, that means you have 2 answers. But both answers equal. Both answers equal, that means both answers same. Both answers same, that means if I'm 3, you are 3. Then eventually our answer is just 1, 3. So it's only 2 real and equal roots and 1 real roots actually same meaning, correct? What else they can say? 2 real and equal roots, they can also say x1 equals to x2. So isn't it same like whatever I show you? I think you guys understand, okay? X means roots. So that means I got 2x now. But these 2x equal, that means these 2x same. These 2x same, that means I only got 1x. So isn't it still means one real roots? Or maybe they will say repeated roots. I think you guys also understand because it's the same meaning, my dear. Repeated roots. Roots means the x. Repeated, that means this x and this x. Repeat. Repeat means what? Same. Same means what? Only one. Only one means what? One real root. One real root means what? B squared minus 4ac equals 0. Quite understandable? So guys, the last one called no real roots. No real roots, other than no real roots, they can say what? They can say you have a imaginary roots. Isn't it? I already taught you guys imaginary roots is when your calculator show you the I, show you the R arrow one, that symbol, that is imaginary roots. Can right, my dear? I already write all for you, okay? So you just need to remember all this. Then other than this, what other keyword do they have? Okay, my dear, they still have other keyword. So other than tell you only have two answers like roots, is the question not must mention the word roots, okay? They can say two things touches 2 points. Let me draw for you guys, okay? They sometimes they not only will put in words, they will draw for you, okay? You must, based on the drawing, understand what they try to deliver to you. So touches 2 points normally is a straight line and a curve. So the straight line and the curve will touch 2 points. So when you touch 2 points, eventually that means you have two solutions. You have two solutions, isn't it still under two different roots? That's why under b squared minus 4ac more than 0. Then for the middle one, they will tell you touches 1 point. If touches 1 point, if I draw out for you, isn't it? That means the curve and the straight line will only touch 1 point like that. Can you see that? So touches 1 point, only one answer. That's why under equal. Then the last one, what do you think I should write? Correct. Don't know whether you correct or not, but I will imagine, my dear. Don't tell me touches no point. What is touches no point? Okay, does not touch. Does not touch. If I draw it out, it will look like this. The curve and the straight line not even touching, like far away from each other. Okay, see that? That is does not touch. So guys, this is everything that they will show. So don't always expect they will put in words. Sometimes they will just draw for you. So if they draw like that, you also know that you will use b squared minus 4c lesser than 0. Correct? So is that everything? No, still got one more. One more word called tangent. This word actually you should feel very familiar to it because you guys all learn it under lower form. I don't know when, but form 3, I think, okay? So in lower form, you guys learn this word tangent. Tangent actually in lower form, your mathematics teacher taught you that tangent means a straight line. Touch the circle at 1 point. Hey, do your memory hit back? The touching point to the center point. Do you guys remember your teacher teach you is actually 90 degrees? I hope you guys all remember. So actually most important of tangent means they touch 1 point. So if they touch 1 point, isn't it that means same meaning as touches 1 point? So that's why touches 1 point or using what? Equal. Easy, oh? Is that everything? No, still got a bit more, okay? Look, what if one day the question say 2 real roots? Can anyone tell me when they say 2 real roots, you guys will use which one? Bigger, equal, or lesser? Wrong. I would just imagine you answer wrongly, okay? Because my student always answer wrongly, my dear. I think, okay, guys, I hope you guys didn't answer me smaller. You answer me smaller, I don't know what you learned so far, my dear. Definitely not smaller. Smaller is for no real roots. Now I say I got 2 real roots. Definitely is not that one, okay? So majority of my students, they will answer bigger. I didn't say you wrong, but the problem is they say 2 real roots. When they say 2 real roots, do they tell you is 2 real and different roots or 2 real and equal roots or not? No, they didn't mention. So when they didn't mention, what if I think is bigger, but what if they are equal? If I choose is equal, but what if they are different? So to be more safe, okay, isn't it we should use both of them? Because you know it's not the right side one, right? So this is bigger, this is equal. Then what should I use? I should use b squared minus 4ac bigger and equals to 0. Isn't it quite smart? After I say also, you feel like, teacher quite makes sense also. I hope it makes sense to you too, okay? I hope everything I say you understand, okay, my dear? So please always remember to comment and let me know whether you understand or not. I am actually very insecure also, okay, my dear? So I need a lot of confirmation one, okay? So if you okay to type something, to tell me, give me some positive feedback, it will actually motivate me to teach better, okay? I hope you guys will give me feedback, okay? Can? So guys, next one, what else? Other than 2 real roots, okay? Other than 2 real roots, what else can they say? Sometimes they can say just real roots. Why real roots I also were using b squared minus 4ac more than and equals to 0? Because when they say real roots, do they tell you they have 2 or 1 or not? No. So you're not sure it's 2 or 1, but again, you know it's not this one. That one is no real roots, correct? So again, to be more safe, isn't it, guys, we use bigger and equal. So it's quite easy one. It's just like that, okay? Just memorize it well, you guys will understand it. So just in case you suspect me, actually no one suspect me, but I always assume people suspect me, okay? I don't like people suspect me. So let me prove for you guys. So isn't it, this is what I show you the example. So with the example just now I show you, and let's try to check using b squared minus 4ac. Don't tell me, teacher, this one b squared minus 4ac more than 0. Okay, guys, I want to prove So we just assume we don't know it's more than 0, okay? So just now we say we can use b squared minus 4ac to check what type you are, right? So now let's start accordingly. b squared minus 4 times a times c. Don't tell me, teacher, where is your ABC, boss? Your ABC is up here. Isn't it? Just now I already boxed it up, right? Press calculator. 5 squared minus 4 bracket negative 6, 49. Actually, I getting 49 or 49 million. Actually, no one care. We just care that whatever we get is bigger, equal, or lesser than 0. Do you guys realize I get bigger than 0? And bigger than 0, based on what I just taught you, it means you have 2 answers. So do I just now already get 2 answers for this equation? Yes. So what I just tell you about b squared minus 4ac, is it a true? Yeah. My dear, let's go on with the second one. B squared minus 4ac, okay, we will just assume we don't know it's bigger, equal, or lesser. So B is 10. A, everything on top, negative 1. Your C, negative 25. Again, I scared, okay. I always scared students don't understand what I say. So box it up for you, isn't it? That's your ABC. So press calculator for everything I write so far. So I get what? 0. I get 0. 0, isn't it? That means 0 equals 0, right? Just now we say b squared minus 4ac if equals 0. That means what? Only one real roots. So do we only get one answer for this equation? Yes, isn't it? I just, again, prove to you, my dear. Then the third one, I know now you guys will trust me already, but yeah, let's complete it, okay? I will still do the third one. So B is 4, A is 5, C is 6. I think by now you guys know where I get my ABC from. So I press calculator, I get negative 104. So what value is not important? I just want to know, I just want to know whether they are bigger, equal, or lesser, right? Negative 104, isn't it lesser than 0? So lesser than 0, that means what? No answer. So do I really get no answer for this one? Yes. Done. Isn't it? That means everything I say makes sense so far. Can, Expect everyone understand? Let's start with question 1. Question 1, they say, find the range of values of k. You want to find k, Can you see the word range? I thought in part 3 video, range means your answer definitely a bigger, smaller sign, okay? They say if this particular equation, let me copy down the equation for all of you, okay, does not have real roots. Based on what I just taught you, I think the moment you read until here, you should know the keyword is what? Does not have real roots, correct? And based on what I taught you guys, does not have real roots. What formula will flash back your mind? B squared minus 4ac, smaller than 0. Isn't it the third one? Or the no, don't have real roots, imaginary answer, isn't it? Is this one, correct? So how do I do this question? Okay, before I start, let's look at whatever equation they give me first. So the equation they give you, first thing I want to ask you guys, should I open bracket? No, very good. You shouldn't tell me open bracket, my dear. You know why? Because actually the moment you look at it, isn't it they look like a general form? And general form should have 1x squared, 1x, and 1 0. I already got 1x squared. Who want to expand it, my dear? So don't tell me you expand, okay? Don't do unnecessary stuff. But general form must have a 0 lah. So I will move every single thing to one side. Plus move it over minus, minus move it over plus. You guys realize I have 1 0, 1x squared, and 1x. Perfect general form. What is my A? Now, in front of x squared is your A. So k plus 5, don't just tell me k. Your B is negative 8. Your C is 1. Can you guys see that? So after you guys have the A, B, C, usually what we will do, we will press calculator. But can we press now? No. Why? Because my A have a k inside. How do I press when there's unknown, right? So if there's unknown, I cannot press. Then how do I do it? So this question, isn't it the question already tell you this does not have real roots? So isn't it, I don't even know the complete equation, but because before I do it, I already know that they don't have a real roots. So if they don't have a real roots, that means I can use b squared minus 4ac lesser than 0. So now I can straight away using my b squared minus 4ac lesser than 0 to find backward that what is my k to be if they does not have real roots. Understand, my dear? So that's what they give you. You can use it. So what's my B? My B is -8. Must put bracket. Negative didn't put bracket will make some different one, okay? It will affect the answer. Must, when you press calculator, must put a bracket. So your A is K plus 5. Your C is 1. All my A, B, C is up here, yeah? I already written it down. Hopefully no one have any problem of it. Negative, positive, squared it is 64. So this one, I always expand the 1 first. Obviously, you guys don't need to write like that, but as a teacher, I'm very scared students do wrongly. That's why I do slowly, okay? Slow and steady. So -4 times K, -4K, -5 times, -4 times 5, -20. So now, isn't it number and number can join together? 44 minus 4K lesser than 0. You guys all see it? So now what you guys want to find? You guys want to find your K answer, right? So do you guys realize the K is just here? Move everything away except the K. Plus 44, move it over, minus 44. So how do you guys continue to get the answer? For you guys to find the K answer, move away the -4. Nothing in between is times. Times, move it to the right side, become divide. A lot of students will write like that. Then again, you forget what your Form 3 teacher taught you. So do you guys still remember that negative? You need to be aware. When negative, move it over is a times or divide relation. Your symbol must turn it another way. Remember, must turn it away, okay? Some students, they will tell me, teacher, if negative, I cut leh. Guys, there's actually nothing called cut. In this world, okay, you can never cut anything. When you cut, you're actually applying something called you everything times negative. Or maybe you can say you everything divide by negative. So isn't it every single negative, if you times or you divide, the sign, no matter what, must reverse. Please reverse it, okay? So K bigger than negative, positive. 44 divided by 4, and my answer should be K bigger than 11. So that means if my K bigger than 11, I put back to the equation, then they won't have any real roots. That is how I terbalik find that. Do you guys think you guys all understand or not? I hope you guys all understand. I go on with question 2. 2, they say, find the range of values of m. I continue read, they will find m. See the word range or not? Your answer should have bigger, smaller sign, okay? They say if the quadratic equation, this one, let me write down the quadratic equation for all of you, have 2 real and distinct roots. Okay, any keyword blinking there? Yes, 2 real and distinct roots. So based on what I taught you, 2 real and distinct roots, you guys will think about what formula? B squared minus 4AC bigger than 0. Very good. I was just assuming you guys answer, okay? So how do you guys do it? Again, okay? Again, the equation they give me, it look like general form, but general form should have a 0. They don't have a 0. I'll just move it all to one side. Right or left, which side 0 doesn't matter one, okay? Just now right side 0, right? Now I pattern now, okay? I make it left side 0. Just want to show you like different also can get the answer, okay? So make the arrangement nicely. X squared right in front. This one also got x squared right in front. So all those with x squared are right on the starting, okay? All those with x are right in the middle. So 2x and -4x can combine. -4, move it over, plus 4, 6x. And the last part is -3. So is this already a general form? No. Please bear in mind, general form should only have 1x squared, 1x, and 1, 0, but you have 2x squared. So what should you do? You learn it in my previous video. Isn't it you guys can factorize it out? Pull it out, isn't it guys left p minus 2? Isn't it in that way? You exactly fulfill whatever we usually do have, which is 1, 0, 1x squared, and 1x. Can? I hope I talk not too fast. Is it too fast? Okay lah. Okay lah. I think okay lah, huh? My dear, so what's my A? My A, isn't it p minus 2? What is my B? My B, isn't it 6? What is my C? My C, isn't it -3? Again, with my ABC, I couldn't press calculator because they have P inside. So I know this question, I just want to use what formula? B squared minus 4AC more than 0. Isn't it I can use this equation? So what can I do now? I can just sub accordingly. My B is 6 squared minus 4. My A is P minus 2 and my C is -3. Isn't it bigger than 0? So what should I do now? All I need to do is just expand it. So 6, we squared it, is 36. 4. I will expand the bracket first, yeah? -3 times P, -3P. Negative, positive. 2, 3, 6. Negative, positive. 4, 3, 12. Is it too fast? Okay, I think fine, okay? If I'm too fast, you pause the video, you digest first, okay? Because my speed actually can manipulate by you, okay? Because it's a video, okay? So negative 24, bigger than 0. Number and number can combine them together. 36 minus 24, 12, plus 12p, bigger than 0. So now, want to get your p answer, it's not a problem. So 12p plus 12, move it over, minus 12. So what is my p answer? Times 12, move it over, divide by 12. Don't tell me, teacher, why you didn't change the sign. Why I need to change my sign? This is a positive. Positive, move it over, times, divide, no need to change sign. Only negative needed, correct? Some student will tell me, but teacher, this 12, you move it over, minus. That one is a plus minus. That is not also not a times divide, my dear. So no need to change sign, my dear. So just like that, that the answer p equals to negative 1. Hey, so fast. Now is our last question. So question 3, they say, find the values of p. Now they'll find p, yeah? So do you guys see the word range? No. So that means this answer, I don't think got bigger, smaller sign. But I saw values. Can you see the S? So that means your answer should have more than one answer. Okay, I think you should get like more than one answer. Like usually it's 2, okay? So they say, if the straight line, this one, is a tangent to the curve, this one. After I read, which one is the keyword? Very good, tangent. Do you guys still remember tangent I say means touch how many points? Yeah? Very good, 1 point. That means if I draw it out, it should look like that. Because they say one is straight line, one is curve, right? Isn't it? If I draw it out, it look like that. And whenever tangent touch 1 point, what formula you guys would suggest me to use? Very good. B squared minus 4AC equals to 0. Correct? Hopefully my very good will motivate you, because I also don't know whether you're good or not. But yeah, very good. Okay, my dear. So isn't it you guys want to use B squared minus 4AC equals 0? But this question is slightly different. Because you guys realize that just now your question, right? You only have one equation. You just sub inside the B squared minus 4AC to get the answer. And the first one also same. You have the equation. You just sub inside the B squared minus 4AC to get the answer. But for this one, I have what? I have 2 equations. Here got 1, here got 1. Can anyone tell me which equation should I use to sub inside? The left side one or the right side one? Left or right? Okay, not too sure whether you answer correctly or not, because most of my students will answer correctly. You don't tell me you choose. You know why you couldn't choose or not? Because these questions are the most important one is tangent. Tangent means touch 1 point. Do they mean that the straight line touch itself 1 point? No. Do they mean that the curve touch itself 1 point? No. They are talking about the straight line and the curve touch each other 1 point. So if they touch each other, how can you just use one of it? You're going to use both of them. How do you guys use both of them then, my dear? You should take both of them, blend together. How do you guys blend them together? So the equation 1 I write down first, yeah? To make my life easier, I think I will expand it. And you learn it under like lower form. You guys want to blend 2 equations together? One of it, you guys will call it equation 1. Correct? How about another one? Now, another one, let me copy it down. Another one, you guys can straight away call it equation 2, but usually I will make it nicer a bit, okay? You don't want also can, doesn't matter, okay? You will get the same thing. So I like to make it a single y instead of like, if I can make it matchy y, I'll make it both of them single y. If cannot, you're just using sub straight away, okay? So plus 3x, move it over, minus 3x plus 1. Can you see such a perfect equation 2 with a single x as well? So now you guys got equation 1, got equation 2. Usually how do we blend them together? We will sub 1 into 2. Isn't it like that? You guys combine them together. And most important, I make the equation 1 single y. I make the equation 2 single y also. So isn't it y equals to y? So one of it, I copy it on the left. One of it, I copy it on the right. Saw it? And once I blend them together, hey, isn't it they look like a general form? But general form must have a 0 at one side, yeah? So everything I move it to one side. So x squared, I write the starting. X, I'll write in the middle. This one also have x. Please move it over. And those last one is those without x, which is the 1 and the 3p. Minus 3p, move it over, plus 3p, yeah? Again, can you guys tell me, is this a general form? No. Why no? Because general form should only have 1x squared and 1x, but you have 2. So based on what I taught you, isn't it, pull it out. So after you guys pull it out, actually a lot of my students, they will suggest me to put a negative outside here. it's not like you're wrong. Okay, obviously you can, but I will prefer to put a plus because like that can avoid careless mistake. Because I see my students do, they always have careless mistake if they put negative outside. So you better put the original one. I love to put the original one, which original one is actually a plus, okay? So x squared, x I pull out -3. X I pull out -p. And the last part remain unchanged. Well, 1, 0, 1x squared, 1x. Isn't it a perfect general form? So what's my A? 1. What's my B? -3 minus P. What's my C? Please don't tell me your C is just 3P. Yeah? Your C will be everyone there without the X. So the 1 plus 3P without the X, right? The whole thing will be your C. Can? And you know how easy for you to look at your B straight away? Because you put a plus in front. Then you guys know the whole bracket will just be your B. So with all this, I think now you guys all know we will use what? B squared minus 4AC equals 0 because we know they only touch 1 point. So let's sub accordingly. -3 minus P squared minus 4AC. After I sub, I already get rid of the X. For me to find the P shouldn't be a problem. So this bracket square, you guys can open 2 brackets and slowly open it. But I remember in one particular video, don't know which one. I think chapter 1 video, okay? I taught you guys the shortcut method. Not I taught lah, okay? Your lower form, you already learned it. I just revised, okay? Not sure whether you guys remember. But never mind, I will always teach you guys, okay? Okay, I write for you lah, okay? In Form 3, you learn before this video, this formula, my dear. A minus B square equals to A square minus 2AB plus B square. Hey, do your memory hit that? No, never mind. I teach, my dear. So, look, so this one, we will just expand it. I taught before, if you watch it, always have 3 things come out. Square the front, put in front. Negative, negative, positive. 3, 3, 9. Square the back one, put at the back. Negative, you square it, positive as well. P, you guys square it, P squared. But remember, you must have 3 things coming out. So, the middle part, always using 2 times the 2 thing in the bracket. What is in my bracket now? In my bracket, one of it is -3. Please remember to write the negative. Another one is -P. So you just like blend them together. 2 times -3, -6. -6 times -P, positive 6P. Right in the middle. Boleh? Why I speak Malay? Boleh? My dear. So next one. 4 times 1. Okay, still 4. So the back part, still the same. Cannot slow enough, okay? Boleh, boleh? My dear. So this one, I continue to expand. -4 times 1, -4. -4 times this, -12P. Hey, after I expand until this moment, do it look familiar to you guys? I hope it's a yes. Because what do they look like? Look like general form again. P squared right at the starting. 6 minus 12, -6P. Number and number joined together. Isn't it a general form? Isn't it 1P squared, 1P, 1, 0 again? Don't tell me, teacher, why general form again? Because just now that general form is for X, now it's for P, it's 2 different things, okay? So they're not the same at all, okay? So don't confuse with the previous one, okay? So what's my A now? 1. What's my B? -6. What's my C? 5. Do you guys think that I will sub again inside the B squared minus 4AC to get the answer? Of course, no. Why no, my dear? Because my ABC is all number. Why I cannot press calculator, man? Can ma? Isn't it I can press calculator? 1, -6, 5. From my calculator, first answer, 5. Second answer, 1. Wait, such a pretty answer, man. Isn't it can write back the 2 bracket? Even though I'm not beside you guys, but I can already imagine some of the students in front of the screen, okay, will write X equals to 5. Please understand you're finding the answer for P. You're pressing for P, my dear. Please don't write X, okay? So remember to write backwards. P minus 5, P minus 1. Done. All of you understand? Hope you understand. See you on the next video. Annyeong, bye-bye. Subscribe, share, and what? What YouTuber will say? Subscribe, share, and I forgot. Whatever. Not important. See you guys. Annyeong. Bye-bye. Tata.